We started off the show with some highlights from the 410 sprints at Grandview Speedway, which was stop number 4 of the Pennsylvania Sprint Speed Week series.
Now, if you think those highlights were exciting, you just watch this and see the finish of the Rock Modifieds.
Stuart Friesen in the number 1 and the 91 of Rick Lawbuck led the 26-car field to the green for their 60-lap feature. Friesen would take the lead on the first lap, with Lawbuck leading lap number 2. Friesen would retake the lead on lap 3 and hold it until lap 40. That is when Friesen gets trapped behind lap cars, allowing Lawbuck to pass to his outside to regain the top spot. Just behind Friesen in third place is the 66 of Dwayne Howard. 2 laps later, Howard, the defending and a 5-time track champion, hugs the bottom of 1 and 2 and takes the second spot away from Friesen. Running in fourth is Jeff Strunk in the number 4 machine, himself a 9-time modified champion at Grandview. Howard would gradually close on Lawbuck for the lead before making this pass on lap 52 to move into first place. 2 laps later, Lawbuck would pull the same move on Howard to regain the point position. Lawbuck would lead laps 54 through 57. That is when Howard squeezes under him through 1 and 2 and retakes the lead. Lap traffic played a role in the caution-free 60-lap event and helped to keep the top 3 bunched together. Howard protected the bottom groove on the last lap to claim the $5,000 top prize.
Well, congratulations on your win, Dwayne. This is a lot different from last week when you had that accident.
Yeah, I got to thank the Petruska family. After recovery from what we did Saturday night, it's a great morale booster for this race team. I destroyed 2 race cars for this team, and they kept putting me behind the seat, so they must think I can do it. But very rewarding for me as a driver to be able to win for them. All the hard work that they did in 2 days is amazing. So it was a fun race to be in, swapping the lead back and forth, and with the lap cars being in there, it was just a fun race to be a competitor in.
Well, it looked like the lap cars gave you an advantage, and that's how you got into the battle for first position.
Yeah, you know what? We need to get position early, so our car was able to rotate the top real good early, and then we were able to get in the second, and we were able to get position on the 91 car there coming out of 2, and we had position, and I rolled to 1 and 3 and 4, and I lost the lead again, so we knew we couldn't try that position again. But you know what? Teal race cars, Morrison Motors, they're great to work with, and the Petruska family, so just another great win for us.
Well, now this is a small block engine, and you were competing against small and big blocks.
Yeah, this track likes small blocks, so we usually run this small block regularly here. We knew what we need in our package to race here, so we weren't going to bring a big block. We had that plan regardless before Saturday night, but usually a small block is the way to go here. The big blocks usually get beat here if they show up, so we knew what we were going to bring.
And the track looked very racy today.
It really wide. The amount of racing that was on the race surface tonight, Grandview Speedway track personnel do a great job preparing this racetrack. It's real wide. If your car's good enough, you can rotate the top, you can maneuver around the bottom, and then like you had to there with them lap cars, you had to have a race car that would be able to move around the racetrack to get positioned for the wind, and our TO race car was able to do that.
Well, it was fantastic watching the race. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So it is Dwayne Howard the victor in the Race of Champions event. Lawbuck, Strunk, Friesen, and Keith Hoffman round out the top 5.
Now, didn't I tell you that was an exciting race? I'm really glad we were able to be at tracks when they have such wonderful finishes.
Now, if you are a fan of big block dirt modifieds, the place to be is Big Diamond Speedway on Tuesday, July 15th.
We're excited about bringing back the Super Dirt Series Modifieds this year. It'll be the first time in about 5 or 6 years that they were at the track. Last time we had them here, track regular Dwayne Howard actually pulled off the upset win. And our regulars are going to give them a good run for their money again, knowing the track helps those guys to compete well against the Super Dirt Series individuals. But Super Dirt Series Modifieds, just like the World Outlaw late models and sprint cars, these are guys that do it full-time for a living. It's the best of the best, so we're really looking forward to having them at the track this season, and fans will be really excited about it. It's the only time in 2014 that they're in the eastern Pennsylvania area, so it should be a great show. We should have a great turnout of both cars and fans for the event.
Now, also on that Tuesday will be the Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup races from Lernerville Speedway featuring the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars.
And my birthday, featuring me.
Well, that'll wrap things up for this week. Thanks again for joining us. Until next time, remember, if you want to contribute to the growth of our sport,
Quite simply, support those who support racing.
This has been Pit Pass on WHVL, brought to you by Milheim Small Engine, your local Husqvarna dealer, located just 1 mile west of Milheim. Pocono Raceway, the Tricky Triangle. Visit PoconoRaceway.com for tickets. And by Seagram's Escapes. Color your summer.